Hey yo, divine earthlings of the universe. What is up? What is up? What is up? I do hope that you all are having a good day, a good night, whatever time it is for you. Peace, love, light, blessings, and namaste. And today is Sunday, November 2nd of 2025. Y'all, it's been an eventful day already, and it's only, oh, it's only 10:10. Oh my God, y'all, it's only 10:10 a.m. Y'all, November 2nd, 10:10 a.m. This is when I'm starting this message. This is so symbolic. You done ended a cycle and a new one is beginning, and it goes right into this message. November 2nd, 2025. And I wrote some channel energy. All of this, well, starting right here, I wrote all this channel energy. Yesterday was basically a 1-1 portal, like 119 for the year 2025 equals 9. But it's like 911 backwards as well. So you switching it up, okay? So before I start, let me put my disclaimers out. I'm not a psychic. I am just a messenger here to provide the purest love and light vibes from the Most High Creator and my spiritual team, archangels, ancestors, the purest source, and and we remove any dark entities and dark energies, evil eye vibes, evil eye vibers, and negativity from this space. We keep it divinely protected in the love, light, and glow of the Most High Creators and our ancestral team. And this is in no way, shape, or form to impose my feelings, thoughts, beliefs into your life. I'm one reader. You may resonate with another reader. That's cool. Find the reader best for you, all right? Always know that your free will, discernment, and intuition are key factors regardless of this message or any other message you may receive. And this is a non-judgment zone. We do not judge over here. This is a healing zone, an uplifting zone, a clarity zone, a zen zone, creative zone, a spiritual zone for the journey who may need it. But we never judge. We just go with the flow of the energy that I'm receiving in this moment, time, and space. And if the excuse me, and if the Cinderella slipper don't fit, don't force it. Don't eat the food on the plate if it don't resonate. This may not be the message for you, okay? So keep that in mind, please. And always know the roles can be reversed. We all have masculine energy. We all have feminine energy within us. I just heard karmic energy to cleanse out as well. So this could be something past, present, future. This video is timeless. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you more than you know. It's always a humble honor experience to connect. You can always thumbs up this message if you vibe it, if it resonates, keep it circulating. And if you do vibe it, you can subscribe and stay on board with us, okay? As we continue to uplift humanity, ourselves, and each other. Okay, so with that being said, y'all, I got up this morning, tidying up. It's still kind of early, as y'all can see. It was a 10:10 when I just showed y'all the time. But when I woke up, I think I slept in a little later than I normally do. It was like 8:43 when I woke up. Started to get my nieces. They went to church with my mom. She goes to church, she takes them with her. So I was just like playing with them, whatever. Then I was just gonna come here and chill. Then the spirit was like, it's time for a message. I'm like, oh. No, actually, I wrote some things down that I wanted to clear and release. So Shavi Zane, shout out to Shavi Zane. She's amazing. These are actually her 2 decks, and I've actually spoken to her, excuse me, once in my life. And I've connected to her on different occasions when I was like placing orders and stuff. So she's really sweet and a humble soul. And so her Declare and Decree deck, which is this deck, I like maybe last month I took some cards out that were calling to me to write them down. But I took the cards out, they were out the deck for like a month. Even I was using the deck when I was called, but those particular cards were not in the deck because Spirit told me to clear out this energy before I put them back in the deck, or to write them down too. So I was like, okay. So I did that, but I didn't write them down until like earlier this week, or now last week. So I was like, okay, let me write them down. And it was crazy because I was watching a message that she did last week, and she was saying something about burning and releasing, and with her declare and decree deck. And all she says is, whatever comes out, write it down, put it on paper, and burn it. Send it to the Most High Creator, your ancestral team, and they'll, clear the energy. So that's her instructions. So she was just telling people like, yeah, people are asking me, how do I clear release? Just write it down or burn it. She's like, I usually write it on an index card and then I burn it that way. And she said, you could flush it. She said, you discard it because you already spoke it out to your ancestors. So however you dispose it, it's already been cleared. So I wrote it down and then I set them on my dresser, and they were looking at me this morning. And before the message could be delivered, let me go to what happened before that. I knew I was going to do a message, so I was getting my meditation music together. The first meditation music that I came across, which I have never seen it, and it's like through the same meditation music that I usually have in the background, the same people, same page, but I never saw this particular music. And I was like, interesting, because what I heard prior to that was transfer of wealth. I heard that as I was brushing my teeth today, getting ready, and then that's when I was like, oh, I gotta do a message. Then I heard transfer of wealth. I'm like, oh, there's a transfer of wealth taking place. So when I came back in, my index cards, because I ended up writing them on the index card because she said it burns faster. I was like, well, I have index cards, let me write them down. So as I'm brushing my teeth, I hear transfer of wealth. I'm like, okay, let me put my meditation music on. The first meditation music I saw from this page that I listened to is Reclaim Ancestral Wealth Stolen by Spiritual Thieves, or Spiritual Theft, Generational Curses, and Lost to Karmic Debts. That's the name of this meditation music that is currently on in the background. I was like, wow, it is a transfer of wealth going on, because I just heard that. And then I see this meditation music. And this has been out for like a year. Never saw it before today. So I'm like, wow, there is really a transfer of wealth taking place. Then I was guided to see my cards that I wrote down. Thank you, Spirit. Spiritual burp. I was guided to see the cards that I wrote down from on my index cards. And I still didn't burn my paper. So my spiritual team, the Most High, was like, before you do this message, go clear the energy. Go burn those index cards to clear the energy out. I was like, oh, okay. Well, let me be obedient. And it's a nice day. Luckily, it's not as cold as it's been outside today. So I was like, okay, let me go outside and clear the energy. Because we do have like these little burning barrel things. So I was like, I'll do it in there. But I was just guided to walk around the backyard and just let the cards just flow to the air. And then the birds start coming out, y'all, the trees. And I saw like connecting with Mother Earth. And then I took my shoes off and I stood in the dirt, like in the grass. And I let it burn, and I was just cleansing the space, cleansing the energy out, praying to the Most High along the way. And I was like, okay, I gotta clear this energy out. Because my spiritual team was like, you have to clear your energy out first before you get this next message out. This is a new dawn, a new day. And then today, out of all days, is fall back. Fall back has officially started in the States. So we gained an hour. So this is the first day of that. So I was like, wow, even though it was November 1st yesterday, today is technically a new day on November 2nd. And then 11 is 2. So it could be 2-2. It's another portal day, right? But it's like double time. So when I was showing y'all the time and it said 10:10, I was like, okay, this is very symbolic. So with that being said, cleared the energy, came back in the house, and looked at, right when I was closing the door, y'all, to the backyard, I was closing the door, and I had this big ass burp, and I didn't think nothing of it at first. But as I was closing the door, I was like, wow, I just cleared all that shit. And it was big. And the index cards that I had, it had to be like maybe 10 to 11 cards that from this deck that called to me that I wrote down. And so some of the messages were small enough to put, like I put 2 messages on one card, but it was like a stack of them, like maybe like 10. And so I said, okay, I'm gonna burn them all together at one time. So I piled them up, burnt them all together. And that's how I was clearing them together at one time. So, and they did burn pretty fast with the index cards, like Shavi said. So with that being said, I came back in, then I did that loud ass burp. And I was like, oh, excuse me. And I said it out loud because my dad was in here. I was like, oh, excuse me. And then he was like, what you doing out there? I was like, oh, I'm just burning some paper. You know, he's one of those he pays attention, my dad. He's very spiritually inclined. And I'm realizing both my parents are, and it's a blessing to still have them. You know, I'm very grateful and thankful for that because life be life and nobody knows anything. So, and in my family, we've lost some people. So it's just an honor and a blessing to take each day. So when he said that, I was like, wow, my dad's here. I'm coming back. And it was just 11:33 on this timer. I was like, wow, my dad, when I walked in, finished cleansing and burning, had this big ass burp, didn't think nothing of it. But as I closed the door, I was like, oh, I burped before the door was fully closed. So that also went out to the atmosphere. Like you cleansed it before you closed the door. So then the door closed. And then he was in the kitchen and I looked at him and he was in front of the stove. And I could see the time on the stove. Y'all, it was 9:55. I was like, I kid you not. My spiritual team ain't playing. It was 9:55 a.m. So that's why when I sat down, I wanted y'all to see the time because by the time I sat down, it happened to be 10:10 as I actually started this message. Didn't even know that. I just wanted to let y'all see the time so y'all can know that I had, the background of this, basically. And the time frame it took me from coming back in. So that took me about 15 extra minutes to really come back in and sit down and start the message at 10:10. So with that being said, you ended a cycle and you started a new one. There's a transfer of wealth taking place. Before I even sat down to start the message, push play, I had to channel the energy and I wrote down everything that happened in order. So I didn't mean to write November 1st, 2025, but it still came out. So I wrote it on accident. So like, okay, November 1st, 2025. Then I wrote November 2nd, 2025. So basically from yesterday to today, the transfer of wealth has started. And then I heard burning and releasing, transfer of power and wealth mentality is happening right now in real time, not real time. So it's happening in real time. REAL is happening in real time, not real time. REEL. So let's think about like social media and the reels. Everybody think that's a wealth of transfer. All these reels will get you transferred and connected to all these different people. How many people viewing it? How many people liking it? How many people reposting it? Da 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 da. But there's a transfer of this. The transfer of real wealth in real time is now happening. It's coming back to the basics and the knowledge of what a transfer of power and wealth actually looks like with a healthy mentality. There has been some transfer of wealth and power with people with an unhealthy mentality and mindset to do whatever they feel like they want to do and not take into consideration the lives of other people or how it can really mess up a whole country and affect the whole world. Some of these people that are in power and have wealth, they just see transfer amongst each other. They say keep the rich richer. That's how the rich stay rich. That's how wealth is flourished. Keep it in the family. People say, keep it in your bloodline. Let it keep flourishing. But what happens when bloodlines have been tainted by greedy people who have power and wealth already? Then you want to tarnish bloodlines and legacies, because in this time, what's happening right now, that is dismantling. That's why this transfer of wealth is happening. That's why I had to do all of that cleansing and releasing and burning before this message, because the message I had yesterday, which was October, well, actually not yesterday, but 2 days ago, October 31st, 2025, which is Halloween time in the States if you celebrate it. But I did a video, the last video I put was like, they tried some hocus pocus to take your Cinderella slippers and thinking they were going to have your destined life. And that was on Halloween when I wrote that. And then Hocus Pocus is just that movie with them 3 witches. A popular movie from the 90s. Sarah Jessica Parker, Bette Midler, and what's the other lady name? I forget. But even in that movie, and y'all, I hate it because it's like my mind going blank. But they were like feared witches, right? Conjuring up things. So I heard that people tried to really do some hocus pocus on you. So that stood out to me. And then so for today, but in that message that I heard about the Cinderella slippers, they didn't succeed. They realized they couldn't fit your slipper. Okay, they was forcing the fit of everything that they wanted to do. And even these people in power, like they wearing shoes that they can't feel. Bob Marley himself had said in one of the Message Concrete Jungle song, there was an interview that they played in the beginning talking about the government is trying to be more powerful than God. And I actually did a message on that like maybe late last year or earlier this year. But yeah, Concrete Jungle, the government is trying to be more powerful than God. So that's what's been happening. And these people wanted to have all the power transferred to them, have all the wealth transferred to them. It don't even have to be the government, but let's think about local community, or just people in your circle, people in your home, family, people that you just know from other people. Like this is happening on every scale. All right. So this transfer of wealth and power is coming fast and it's being cleared out. So going back to Shabi, and this is her also IC Tarot deck. I love this deck. Going back to this beautiful divine feminine who has inspired so many people. Shout out to her. I came across Shabi in December of 2023. This lady she came across my feed in a time when something was about to happen in my life. And it was like her message prepared me, without me really knowing. But it came right on time. And so and that message will pop up every so often. The very first message that I ever saw of her was they tried, man, what was it? I don't want to I'm going to see if I can find it on here. But basically, they tried to one up you, but you saw past them. Oh, they celebrated too soon or something. It was like a clique. I think she said like a clique of witches celebrated too soon. And it's 1028. And that's also 1010. And they celebrated too soon, but they wasn't paying attention. Because they celebrated too soon thinking they really succeeded with your Cinderella slippers, basically. I'm going to find a message and probably come back. If I don't find it with this video, I'll come back and do another one. But I also this morning at it was 12:34 a.m. today. See, it says today, 12:34 a.m. And I texted to myself. That was early this morning before I even woke back up to do everything I just told y'all. I saw 12:34. Someone told me to screenshot it. To text it to myself. Everything is coming into divine order. Y'all, transfer of wealth is happening. So with Shavi, just knowing how beautiful her energy is and what she's been through and her testimony, I was like, you know what? This lady is beautiful. And she had an announcement, y'all. She had Dawn, what's her name? I forget her last name, from En Vogue, popular 90s female art group, En Vogue, black women, empowering women. And then she went to Lucy Pearl with Raphael Sadiq from Tony Tone Tone and another guy, I forgot his name. But she's been like in the industry for a very long time. She had an interview with her. I was so proud of her. I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. And she's like the embodiment of even what my messages have been saying. She's getting the recognition. And words and people are exposing truths here. So Donna was just like talking about her time in the industry. So I'm saying all that because there is a huge transfer of wealth, spiritual wealth taking place, and it's coming in the form of physical wealth now. So your wealth, your mindset, your power is about to transform and transpire. It's not going to expire. It's transpiring into more. See, it might seem like your wealth or your whatever you're going through has expired, like spoiled milk or something. You just bought this milk and you want some good ass cereal that you've been craving, or you want some milk with your brownie or something. I don't know. But just you think that this is good milk and then you drink it and it's spoiled, even though the date has not expired. The milk inside the jug has expired. So people have been carrying around a jug of milk with an expiration date a month in the future, but inside that jug, it's already expired. So these people, people are getting expired as you are now inspiring people. Their time has expired, and now it's time for you to inspire people, and that's what the transfer of wealth is. All right, so I wrote all this down. I heard releasing and burning, transfer of power and wealth mentality is happening right now in real time, not real time. Then I heard then the meditation music was first. The meditation I just told y'all, which is called again, reclaim ancestral wealth stolen by spiritual theft, generational curses, and loss to karmic debts. I don't know if I'm going to put that as the title of this message, but it's going to be very similar along the lines of that. Spiritual birth. So I heard the meditation music. Then Spirit Team and Most High guided me to burn and release what I wrote down. So I was then guided to burn and release what I wrote down. Then I went outside. I know it's a little chicken scratch, but I went outside to burn and release, took my shoes off to ground. That's what I did. After I was done, came into the house. As I was closing the door, I burped real loud. I had a big burp. I heard I had a big burp first, and then I burped real loud, but it's like I had a big burp. Like it was a big ass burp to clear all the blocks. You get what I'm saying? And it was loud. I was like, dang. Like literally right when I stepped back in the door. And then I looked at the time on the stove and it was 9:55 a.m. Eastern Standard. Then I heard fallback has officially started today in the States. So that's what's happening. It's a fallback. It's officially started. And people are falling back. People about to fall down. Again, they're expiring. So people are learning to fall back because whatever they did throughout the holiday season on October 31st, I'm hearing December 31st too, okay? I'm hearing by December 31st, they already know. They can't carry that into a new chapter of your life. Or in the States or however the world, because I'm going to say a new year, but technically, you know, new year really ain't till March. New time, new season, springing forward. But the new change of the time of the year itself is after December 31st. So the fact that Cinderella slipper message came out on October 31st, these people realized they couldn't fit your Cinderella slipper. They couldn't transfer that wealth of power and keep it and obtain it because it wasn't for them. So, in the midst of that last week, I was cleaning out a box, and I realized one of my fortune cookies, because for those of y'all know, I do have fortune cookies over the years that I just collected, and something just told me to always keep them. Plus, I just like them. They're so cute to get like a message. And so something told me to keep them all these years. And throughout the years, sometimes some may get like fall down or get misplaced. Well, there was a box that I have of my lotions, and I started cleaning them out like last weekend, and I found one of my fortune cookies was in there. And I said it here because I was like, okay, I'm gonna use it for a message. It's a reason why I'm seeing this one fortune cookie. So I didn't put it in there. I left it out. And now with this message, y'all, I've been talking for 25 minutes. This is a deep message. Now with this message, it makes sense. Elegant surroundings will soon be yours. Elegant surroundings will soon be yours. Yeah. With your transfer of wealth, oh yeah. Elegant surroundings will soon be yours and will be yours. So I'm so proud of each and every one of you for staying the course during this time, because it has not been easy to clear out these dark entities and energies on this course. Okay, Spirit. Oh. Well, the Emperor card stayed on the table. And at the bottom of the deck, yeah, the world. You're like the emperor on top of the world. Six of Wands is here in the Wheel of Fortune. These cards, I shuffled and everything, y'all. These still are some of the same cards that came back out from the last time I used this deck. Yeah, you about to be seen. And here go your Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, your divine inheritance is already here. Ooh, cut the deck because it's a judgment been ordered. You see what I'm saying? Judgment has been rendered. Already, I'm hearing. Already. Yeah, and that's why you getting your 10 of Cups. Happy life, happy wife. If you're not married, you might be. Or you maybe just got married and you never thought it was possible or never thought it would happen. But judgment has been ordered. Your divine inheritance, your sovereignty, your birthright, all of that, that's rightfully yours. Your marriage, your home life, your career, your finances, whatever this is. You got 10 of Cups. So things are happening at a momentum, a higher momentum. Yeah, Tower, 5 of Cups, and 5 of Pentacles and the Tower. These people are having a Tower energy and they're being left out in the cold. The Hermit. This is a season where you going into Hermit. These people know that you stay in Hermit. Are you getting enlightened? Ooh, in Hermit, these people, the reason why this Tower is happening to these individuals here is because in Hermit, you studied. You didn't need a big light. Like, you are the light. You only had this one light. Look at all them books they got open. How many books is that? 1, 2, okay, maybe 3 books. You were like reading 3 books at one time. Very disciplined here. You learn how to discipline yourself in Hermit. And as you studied your Akashic knowledge, like Spirit gave you the blueprint to your destiny. Spirit allowed you to see it, to believe it. Spirit was like, I need you to read and I need you to believe it. Not only what you're reading, but I need you to start seeing it now visually. And what you started to see, that people were stealing from you. You see this? Transfer of wealth. People was transferring your wealth and stealing from you. This is the 7 of Swords. And I kid you not, didn't I say this meditation music? Reclaim ancestral wealth stolen by spiritual theft. This person was stealing spiritually from you and physically and emotionally harming your bank account, your divine inheritance, your divine path. But see, you got alerted about that in Hermit. And that's why this Tower energy started to cave down. And these people couldn't ignore that the Most High is in charge. These people can't ignore that Most High is in charge. I just saw a tractor. They're trying to, yeah, this card staying at the bottom of the deck. And that card. It's Knight of Pentacles. See, you have learned, you got Knight of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles here. I'm hearing you learn to plow through and successfully replant and nourish yourself. You had to start with baby steps. You had to go back to your childhood and how you were groomed, how you were brought up. I'm hearing upkeeping. Like a lot of people, this looks polished, right? This takes a lot of discipline. Again, that word discipline is coming through. You have to really discipline yourself how to tend to your own garden without allowing other people to come in and taint it or steal your wealth. So as you do this on a personal level, it is also inspiring on a global level. And there's so many divine collectives in this time calling judgment. And that's why the crumbling of the world, the state of it might seem like it's crumbling and lightning striking. And we are in a cold season as well. Cold season is here. In the movie Black Phone, I had mentioned that movie in probably like a couple of videos back, probably. But the second Black Phone, it's like a spiritual movie, especially with young kids connecting to spirit. Because when you're younger, you don't really get to talk about, I mean, depending on your family upbringing. But if you went through like a spiritual awakening as a child, and you didn't know how to like talk to your siblings or family about it, you kind of probably left it in and you didn't want to sound crazy. Well, in that movie, that's basically kind of the vibe of what they experience. But then at the same time, people know that they are telling the truth because evidence has been proven. And in that movie, though, the second one, the mad guy, the crazy dude, the demonic entity, okay? He's stopping at all. He ain't stopping at nothing to get to what he need to do or to try to unalive the chosen one. Let's just put it that way. So he will do anything to unalive the chosen one in this Black Phone 2. And at one point he says I can't remember word from word, but he was basically talking about hell and how people think that, I think he said people think that hell is hot, but ice burns more. I was like, damn, that's really true. Oh, he said people think that fire is hot, but he said it's really ice that burns more. And if we think about like frostbite, think about being frostbite. That stuff will burn through your skin and create like a scab, you know. Let me look at, I'm being called to look up frostbite. Let's see what a frost. Y'all still got the Black Phone up. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all see that? The little thing, the demonic entity trying to reach them. And the phone doesn't work. But you can hear the call. And you're not afraid. And you know they're around you. Like he can't see it. He can't see that demonic thing looking at him. He can hear it on the other line. But that's what I'm saying too. Like, you know they're around you, but your spiritual team gonna alert you. And you can actually hear and sense the demonic entities. And they know that you go transfer and expire them. You get what I mean? Yep. So Gwen is now his sister. She receives call from the Black Phone and sees disturbing visions. And it says a killer who's grown even more powerful in death. See, they think, oh, well, you can't end me. I'm more powerful now. I can hunt you. But no, boo-boo. You know how to fight back. Your spiritual team ain't playing Look, I just saw this Ace of Swords. That's the truth. I'm hearing the truth will set you free. You about to be a giver. Look at this. Your transfer of wealth is about to give back to the community. And that's like going back to Shabi. She's giving back to the community. And she's being recognized for that. And I love it. Yeah, Two of Cups is here. Your Two of Cups is coming back. And these people are going to be mad, the Five of Swords. Because what they tried to master up and conjure up did not work. Five of Swords and then Three of Cups. Yeah, these people, you could have celebrated them, but they were celebrating too fast. Thank you, Spirit. Going back to Shabi's message. The first message that I ever saw. They celebrated too fast, thinking that their spiritual transactions of wealth that they conjured up was going to succeed them to have the Two of Cups, or for them to be always the giver or always the receiver, and they never give. Like, their Ten of Cups, like they wanted the fame, the world, the emperor status, the empress. They wanted to be the hierophant, or they wanted your acknowledge. Hold on. I'm hearing they wanted you to acknowledge them for that. Or they wanted to be acknowledged as that. But they also wanted your hermit knowledge. And this is how they learned how to steal. They were really clever at learning how to steal this from a lot of people. Yeah, I'm hearing they stole, because this card, the world, this is underneath the world, how I have it laid out. It's like they stole your shoes. Again, the Cinderella slippers. To be seen by the world. Because they knew that you was going to be seen by the world and be celebrated. And they stole it for a moment. And they stole that Wheel of Fortune. See? You being seen by the world. They wanted to steal that Wheel of Fortune from you. But see, your hermit alerted you about these individuals who could have conjured up some dark ass ish. Again, Halloween time. And they could have been people you celebrated with. But now these people are fighting against each other. And that's why this Tower energy is there. Because what they realize and what the truth is, they getting frostbit now. I'm hearing they getting frostbit. Let me look up frostbit real quick. And then I'm going to show y'all this next card that's crazy. Because this is the card when I was shuffling. So when I was looking at the Cinderella slipper video, I realized I saw this card as I was shuffling. But I didn't take it out. But I didn't see it in that message. I just saw it in my hands as I was shuffling. I saw it like 2 or 3 times. I was like, dang, that was that card. But I was like, I may actually be getting a message about that. So maybe it's going to come out. Maybe I'm going to see it. And here it is. I'm so happy this card's showing up. Because these people fought up against your wealth. But now they're getting frostbite. Let's see, frostbites. Okay. Frostbite is an injury caused by freezing of the skin and underlying tissues. The early stages of frostbite is called frost nip. It causes a cold feeling followed by numbness. A frostbite gets worse. As frostbite gets worse, the affected skin may change color and become hard or waxy looking. So they get like a little... Let me see if I can see some images, y'all. This might be TMI. But see how the hand get darker? Step 1. Cold, sore, and painful. Skin red and purple. Step 2. That's frost nip. Step 1 is frost nip. Step 2. Superficial frostbite. Pins and needles. Patching of peeling skin. So it feels like pins and needles are in your hand. And then stage 3 is deep frostbite. Numbness, hard, black skin forms. So I'm telling you, this is what's happened to these people. Like it's coming back to bite them in the ass. Them trying to steal this wealth. They got karmic debt. They're trying to come back and bite them in the ass. But see, you had a lot of patience. Look at how You are so serene. You're like an angel on earth, cleansing out this shit. Temperance, you have a lot of patience. Are you learning how to stay grounded here in this time? And you walked away. You've walked away from these individuals as well. And I'm hearing you're taking your shit. You taking your wealth with you. When you got away, so did the wealth. These people knew that your wheel of fortune, if you were to walk away after finding this out, that they couldn't succeed in taking from you anymore. So they realized that you the high priestess. This the card. They realize this is you. They realize, like, damn, that really is a high priestess or a high priest. They really are connected to source. The more you start to stand and rise in your truth, you even got the lovers coming back to you. Somebody that really love you, and these people still mad with the 5 of Wands. They still want to start some ish. But, I mean, it's just going to be starting amongst the group of people that they're already with. Because they mad. Because you still getting your high priestess status in the love of your life or being seen by the world. You know that they stole from you. If anything, the fact that you know that they stole from you, the fact that you know they stole from you, and the fact that they know that you know, they kind of, I'm hearing they are fearful of your high priest or high priestess judgment call. They know judgment has been ordered because of it. And they're kind of upset about it. That's why they want to go to bat or want to pretend like they want to celebrate. Whatever the case may be. They manipulators. They try to do some magic and build with the 3 of Pentacles and build something. But see, this could have been people that you could have been building with, but you had to be the Queen of Swords and cut them off. All right, spiritual team. What else we got for the Divine Collective? Thank you. Spiritual bird. Oh, thank you. King of Swords is coming up with the Queen of Swords. And I just saw the King of Cups, but I didn't take it out. See, you had to balance your feminine and energy, your feminine and masculine energy in order to cut this off, or in order to rise and get your power back, your divine inheritance back. But see, you didn't go to battle with these people. You battle people by your enlightenment and hermit mode. You didn't never pick up a sword. You ain't never cuss nobody out. You ain't never gossip and spread rumors to get back what you deserve. You ain't even really call a court order. You just studied and you kept quiet and you kept to yourself, and you was like, okay, the Most High spiritual team just gonna handle it. I'm just gonna continue to study my mission and figure out what I need to do, how to be a better person, how to enlighten myself and bring more light to this world of darkness and evil intentions. And not to say that the whole world is dark and evil. I know a lot of these messages seem like that. It's just what's happening energetically, okay? I mean, hey. That's why I say, if you don't like the vibe of this channel, like the other people that have this... Y'all, yeah, I'm making a joke out of it. I lose a follower every time, right? But that's okay. I'm going to gain even more. I don't even want... Y'all are not followers. Y'all are just people that are on the same page with these messages. So if it's not for one person, it'll be for another person. But it's to keep the movement going here, to heal more so than anything, and to embrace your spiritual qualities as a high priestess or a high priest in positive ways. Beep, beep. I don't know if y'all heard that beep, beep outside, but that's the truth. Because you learn how to balance yourself. Yeah, that's why the sun is here. You bring in sunshine into the darkness. You see what I mean? You bring in the sun to the earth, to the Mother Earth. So, in the Queen of this cup card came out, Queen of Cups. Your love is bringing more sun and light and beautiful vibes out here to humanity. and you are beautiful walking in it, and you're basking in the glow. I'm hearing Shabi Zane again. Isn't it? It's beautiful because these are her cards. But just like Shabi Zane, look how she just, I mean, I just love it for her. It's just like, yo, you're the embodiment here of these messages. It's so beautiful. And so for us to connect, it's for those who gonna connect and get it. I ain't trying to, again, this is never to impose my feelings, my thoughts, or my beliefs into your life. These messages ain't that, boo. I'm just here doing my due diligence as a as a reader, high priestess, whatever y'all see me as. I'm not a messenger. I mean, I'm not a psychic. I'm just a messenger. Okay, I'm just getting my messages out, being obedient to the mission. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, the King of Pentacles. Oh, you got somebody here for you. And the King of Wands. Y'all, the Kings is showing up because they know stuff was stolen. And now you got to hold back. The Kings are showing up to protect what's yours. Because the Four of Pentacles is like somebody holding back. But the Kings are like, no, we holding back. You ain't about to come here and steal, kill, and destroy our divine collective. And feminine energy has purses, right? So these divine kings had to stand up because this person was stealing from a feminine energy, possibly. See, they're like, so remember I just said the Queen of Cups came out. That card at. And I was like, I saw the King of Cups, but I didn't take it out. Well, y'all look. Here he's showing up anyway. You see what I'm saying? You got these pairs. And then we saw the Queen of Swords. And y'all, somebody's outside my window if y'all can hear that. So I might be stopping this soon. And so the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords is coming up together. So now you got the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles coming up too. And then what's coming in? All of this is coming in. Yo, I'm telling you this. I'm going to end it with this message. Your divine transfer of wealth is now coming in because the Chariot is here and you start holding back. You're not dishing out your wealth of knowledge. You're not dishing out your wheel of fortune no more. I mean, you kind of just more in your hermit vibe. And these people are going insane because everything that they tried to hide is coming to the light. And now they're feeling trapped. And see, this is like you also finding out the secrets. And you still learn how to build with the Nine of Pentacles. You still learned how to flourish yourself and reclaim your throne. Okay, you had the Emperor show up first. I like that the Emperor card showed up first, and then you got all these, you got all the kings. I think, let's see, King of Swords, King of Pentacles, King of Wands, and we're the King of Cups though, because we did have the King of Cups. King of Cups, y'all. King of Cups, King of Swords, King of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the Emperor. All the kings that came out. All the king's horsemen and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. See? And the kings, it's like these kings have stood up. The masculine energy is rising to protect divine feminine energies. That's why divine unions are coming into play. You could be a high priestess and your emperor is here. Or you could be a high priest and your empress is here now to protect. Because Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. And I can't remember if I'm saying it right, but all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. So it's like Humpty Dumpty can't be put together again. And that's something. Look, the Hierophant showed up. That's because judgment is being called, and the Hierophant said no. These kings can't help you no more, because you're not. If they help you, helped people that was crumbling before, and all they did was steal, kill, and try to destroy your mission. Try to destroy you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, physically. I think I said too. And spiritually, like they want to destroy your spirit first. Because since they couldn't destroy that spirit and you had a high source to connection, Oh, we gonna try it in the physical to destroy everything around you and take your empire. I'm hearing they having a Roman Empire collapse. Again, globally speaking too, we got some stuff going on. But your spiritual empire ain't collapsing. The wealth is being transferred. That gotta go somewhere. That energy, where energy, what is it? Where attention goes, energy flows, or something like that. So your attention has been focusing on your gifts, your family, um your processes, like processing things. Again, you've been studying. Your energy has been going to studying your Akashic knowledge, your Akashic records. And that's why these people are having sleepless nights, because they know that you're finding out a lot. Yeah, my cards are so bad because I thought I was going to end this, but this High Priestess, I love it. You find out all this information. Oh, and it's so beautiful to see it. Give me a moment. Okay. Let me get this Moonlight card. This deck has been calling to me for a little minute. I hate that this box is hard to open, but it's telling me to get the message out. Let me see. To add to the message. Before I do that, what are these two cards that stayed in there? Opal. Happiness, creativity, imagination. About to get more happiness, creative juices are flowing. It says turn inverts, wanting. Number 20 is on this card, and then number 33 is on this card. They're really tiny words and letters. Let me look up 20 though, because I want to see what that is. This is this card. Turn in. Oh, it's supposed to be inwards. It's got a V on this card, so it's a misprint. So turn inwards is what this says. Moon turns back, light decreases. Time to release control. Turn inwards, receive the harvest. Oh, I'm telling you. Since you done turned inward and you start studying your craft, you gave love and light to these people. You just like, okay, hopefully they find their way. Hopefully they make better decisions. Hopefully they just stop trying to tarnish people's missions and lives and just be better people. Not to say we can rid all the evil doers and things on this earth, but to be a better person in humanity can help it one step at a time. It's baby steps. There's a lot of evil people out here. Unfortunately, people who are inconsiderate, people who are stuck up. Not to talk about nobody, not to judge nobody, but there's a lot of different personalities in this world. Hey, some people might think that I'm not, I don't vibe. Again, I might not be the reader for you. You may not vibe me. That is cool. You know how many people don't like people in this world? If I had to focus on that, then hey, I'm not going to do that to myself. And at one point, I was triggered from childhood things. So when I bring up, it seemed like every time I post a video, I lose a follower. It's a trigger. Like, well, why is that happening? What am I doing? How? But then I'm like, you know what the fuck ever. It is what it is. I'm out here doing my due diligence. The Most High is here with me because they showing up. My spiritual team always shows up. Even from earlier today when I did my burning and my releasing. Thank God for the Declare and Decree deck, Shabi Zane. I appreciate you. I appreciate these cards. The I See Tarot deck. Because I see it. I know it and I believe it. And I believe in my mission. I do. The cards are always beautiful testimony. And that's why when these two cards stayed, I'm still going to shuffle. But I'm just so happy that y'all saw how those two cards fell out the box. Because they stayed. And this is your time of celebration. And going back to the meditation music, it's time to reclaim ancestral wealth stolen by spiritual theft, generational curses, and lost to karmic debts. karmic cycles have ended. And then with the 10-10 at the beginning of this message, yo, this is just powerful. So, turn inwards, receive the harvest. Celebrate your accomplishments and express gratitude. Shadows awaken. Face them without fear and judgment. Y'all, we had the judgment card. You face them without fear and judgment. And that's how you called judgment on these people who were transferring wealth that wasn't rightfully theirs. Stealing people's Cinderella slippers. What? No. So you awaken these shadows, basically, because it says shadows awaken, face them without fear and judgment. Darkness is a natural part of life. Think about lessons it gives you. I just said that it's so much dark shit, but we got to think about the lessons that it's giving us. Ooh, I love this. It is extremely important to let yourself relax after the times of hard work and harvest. We often forget this phase, but closing our eyes and reflecting on the end words of essential to prepare. Let me repeat that. We often forget this phase, but closing our eyes and reflecting on the end words is essential to prepare for future accomplishments. Meditation. Y'all, it says meditation. It says meditation. And the fact that we got this meditation music on, and it's underlined too. This is some tiny words, so I apologize. But it says meditation. Today we are not running forward. It is a time to praise your hard work and find peace in the transition to relax. Let any arising feelings be, observe, accept, and let go. And that's why, going back to this fortune cookie that was in that box when I was cleaning up, elegant surroundings will soon be yours because you've learned how to relax and allow your accomplishments to flow to you. So 33, the other card, where is it? Opal, happiness and creativity, imagination. Number 33. 33 is also a symbolic angel message. So let's see what opal says. Opal stone is a concentration of happiness and creativity. It enhances imagination, spontaneity, psychic abilities, and inner rainbow. Encourages freedom, independence, and self-worth. Card message. Express your true self. Shine bright. Use your imagination. Take it easy. Move with joy. The meditation of this card. Envision yourself sparkle with every color like the opal. Feel the lightness and easiness. Open your infinite source of creativity and imagination. You are wonderful. All your people that have sold your creative endeavors, or if you're very creative and all of a sudden you a singer, then your voice start messing up on you. But this other person voice becomes like not Cinderella, but Ariel, the Little Mermaid. Ursula had Ariel voice and she could sing. That wasn't her voice, yo. That necklace was the key. Some people just got a necklace that they wear to sound like you, talk like you. That necklace is being destroyed. The power is gone. It's material. They can't take the spirit. They can only try to do it in a material form because they can't duplicate your spirit. Let me shuffle really quick and then priorities is here. Yep. Focus on this is what you started to do. Priorities. Focus on what truly matters to you. That's what you started to do. Yep, and labradorite. I got that crystal. Every time I see this, I always got to bring my crystal out. There go the crystal. I actually got it. Okay. This is wisdom, intuition, and divination. Your wisdom, your hermit mode energy is bringing all this wisdom. These people know that. Self-care. Take care of your wonderful self first. Yep. Take care of your wonderful self first. And then we're just going to end it with this one because I don't want this to go over an hour. Spider Woman. She who creates from a central source. See? people getting stuck in their web of lies and realizing that you was a spider woman and you found it out. Love and light, though, Divine Collective is going over an hour by a little minute. But hopefully this resonated. You can always thumbs it up, keep it circulating if you vibe it. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Email me is in the description of this post if you need to get in touch with me. And I love you all. Love and light. Namaste.